okay? I'm all right. You know what was nice for our 10th anniversary is last night in Los Angeles, they held the Creative Arts Emmys.
That's right.
And this gentleman right here, our director, Jim Hoskinson, who has been my director for the Colbert Report and this show for 20 years now, nominated 20 times at the Emmys. For the first time, he won last night. Give it up for Jim. Incredible. Congratulations, Jim. Congratulations. Now, folks, as I mentioned earlier, tonight The Late Show turns 10 years old. It is now old enough to drink in Wisconsin. These shows, all these late night shows, are always kind of about the national conversation of the day. And I wanted to look back at everything we've been talking about on a daily basis since this show debuted in 2015. But then I remembered I don't want to do that. So instead, tonight, I bring you
a fond look back on the things Stephen chooses to remember.
Welcome. Now, for me to precisely recall only those events of the past decade that I want to, first I need some of Daddy's remembering juice. Ooh, the past burns. Let's get straight to it. Starting with 2015, one of the top 10 years of the past decade. My show premiered in the middle of a presidential primary, and on my very first episode, I interviewed the Republican who would shock the world by winning the 2016 election, Jeb Bush. Got to admit, it would have shocked the world. And back then, we were very excited to have Jeb on. Jeb! 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 Get out now. Or at least, for the love of God, moisturize. 2016 was a big year. Apple unveiled its first wireless headphones, the AirPods, which to this day remain the most efficient way to drop $100 down a sewer grate. After 2016 was 2017, something I was against, but it was a big year, too. Faced with the ongoing specter of police brutality in America, Kendall Jenner found the courage to give a cop a Pepsi. And there has been no racial tension since. In 2018, Kendrick Lamar won the Pulitzer Prize for outstanding achievement in calling Drake a pedophile. Then came 2019. On July 6th, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested, and that was the end of that story. Then came 2020, when, according to RFK Jr., nothing happened. In August of that year, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion released their hit single, WAP, which, if I remember correctly, stood for Wichita Airport Parking. They evidently had a leak, because they needed a mop and a bucket. Now, 2021 brought the COVID vaccine, which saved millions of lives. Side effects of the vaccine include turning your cousin Frank into a conspiracy nut job who now eats only elk meat. 2022 happened, and with remote work at an all-time high, we strapped on our VR goggles and hung out in the metaverse. Many people forget, but for 1 month, this show was hosted by a legless cartoon giraffe. Also in 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. To this day, Ukraine inspires the world. Ukraine inspires the world with a heroic fight led by Volodymyr Zelensky. It shows just what you can achieve when a former TV comedian runs for president. Which brings me to an important announcement. Starting in June of 2026, after I leave The Late Show, I will answer the call of destiny and get really into model railroading. Lionel scale. In 2022, M&M's shook up the candy world when they announced that the green M&M had swapped out its high-heeled boots for sensible flats. And to this day, Tucker Carlson cannot masturbate to candy. He wants to. God, he wants to. Then came 2023 when TV took a pause due to the writer's strike, and I joined my late-night pals to form the Strike Force 5 podcast. We had such a great time, truly, 3 of my closest friends. 2024, something happened, don't want to talk about it. 2025, also don't want to talk about it for a related reason. Those were all the things that I choose to remember. We'll be right back with my favorite bit of the past 10 years, featuring